Hello. Hey, it's bright up there. How's everybody doing? That was Rodriguez, by the way. Hey, Patrick Moore, can you give one more round? You guys can tell you what, man, thanks a lot for being out here. This is super cool. I was really excited to do this and been kind of scared all day. But that's okay, because, you know, like, it's a journey, so you got to learn, right? A little bit about myself real quick. I've been married for around 17 years. And everybody else, yeah. I don't know, has anybody else learned? I cannot, I mean, I guess you shouldn't, but you just can't get away with lying to your wife, can you? That guy can't, I can't get away with it. And after 17 years of figuring out that I can't lie to my wife, I still can't figure out the fucking toilet seat. It's got a hinge, it goes back and forth, it goes up and down, but I still can't get it. Still just can't get it. Can you guys hear that out there?
Yeah.
Can you? Wow, yeah. Hey, look at my list, hold on. Oh, yeah, I just turned 40. Yeah, about 11 months ago. One thing I have learned as you're getting older, and I don't know what it is. How many other people are here that are at least 40 or older? There's got to be more than that. All right, so everybody else make a list, because what happens is, and this is like the first bodily function that just appears out of nowhere. Toot and scoot. You guys get that? I didn't realize that I carried that much gas around with myself on a daily basis. It's a lot of fun because my wife hates going to the grocery store, so my daughter and I usually go. And one of the times we had gone out there, she was walking kind of lagging behind, and I'm pushing the cart along, and well, it just, you know, boom, and I look back, and she's walking along, no problem. She hits another one. She gets a little further in, and she hits another one about mid-cloud, and she just stops. She can't take it anymore. And there's an elderly lady, she's probably in her 80s, standing right there next to her, and the old lady looks down, and she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, dear." So I don't know if the old lady was saying, "Sorry, that was me," or, "Oh, did your tummy hurt?" We like to have fun when we go to the grocery store, Jillian and I do. In fact, here recently we've gone to the grocery store, and we're standing in front of the freezer aisle, and I asked her, I opened up the door. We usually try to be silly. You guys got to be silly. Seriously, find the silly of the day and do it, because that's the only thing. That's the only way I can get by. I think that's the only way any of us can get by is to be silly. So I opened up the freezer door, and she looks in there, and I said, "All right, now you figure out what kind of chicken strips you want there, girl. Hurry up, we ain't got all day now. Your mother's waiting at home. Them's the ones you want? Baby, them are expensive. I tell you what, if you keep picking out them, we're going to have to go back to eating squirrel." Standing next to us was another lady that was middle-aged, and she had a little boy with her that was about 5 years old. And a little kid looks up at his mom, and he goes, "Mom, are we going to have to start eating squirrel?" Before I knew it, and before I could say anything, Jillian pops out with, "Squirrel's not so bad." Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Yeah, she's great. I love her. She's 11, and it's weird now because when she was little, I'd hear "Dad" all the time, but now she's older, and she is a woman. Everything starts, and there's cycles involved, and bras and panties, and other shit I just can't get my hand around. But when it starts, she doesn't get emotional, she doesn't get really angry, but the sarcasm, I don't know where it comes from. I don't know if it comes from my dad, and I don't know where it comes from. That's him over there laughing. Thanks, Pop. One time I was about 10 years old. We'd gone down to Branson, Missouri, and Dad and I are sitting in a guitar-shaped pool. This little redhead girl swims up to me, and she goes, "How old are you?" And I look over my shoulder at my dad, and he winks, and he goes, "He's 13. And he gets out of the pool, and I look back at her, and she goes, "You want to go swimming?" I'm like, "Kick ass." That's a cool motherfucker right there. Yeah. My family's pretty interesting. My sister, I love my sister Beth. She's awesome. And when I was little, I was quite a shit. I was pretty mean to her. And one time, I had already climbed up about halfway up a really small tree. It was really pretty minuscule. And she tried to climb up behind me, and I didn't like it, and I had an axe with me, a little hatchet with me that Dad had given me, and she started to come. I was like, "Don't climb my tree. You ain't climbing." Boom! And I hit her right here, so she had a scar. It's terrible, isn't it? Yeah. Several years later, she ended up being a dental assistant, and I had to go in for a root canal. Oh, I can get you a deal. Okay, cool. We'll do that. So I get in there, and she gets set, and they got this dental dam that they can put in your mouth, so all the shit doesn't run down into your stomach, and it, of course, for some reason, wouldn't work. Right? Sure. And so before I know it, I'm waiting, and the doctor comes in. He says, "Are you ready to get going?" And I'm well, yeah, kind of. But and it's before I can open my, once I open my mouth, he hit me with the Novocaine. Well, fuck, Beth didn't put any Novocaine on my gums prior to him shooting. It'll be the last time you hit me with an axe, motherfucker. I mean, she enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it. And then I've got, I've got a cousin Otis, and my cousin Otis and I were about the same age. And the other day, and I see him all the time, he stops in by the house, and he doesn't live too far down the street, him and his mom. And so Otis had stopped in, and he was excited because he got a new job. And I said, "Okay, well, what was your new job, Otis?" He said, "Well, I'm starting to sell toothbrushes." I said, "You're selling toothbrushes?" Yeah, I sell toothbrushes. I said, "Okay, well, how are you doing with your toothbrushes?" "Oh, I'm doing great. I sold 1,000 last week." I sold 1,000 toothbrushes? How the hell did you pull off selling 1,000 pretty toothbrushes in 1 week? He said, "Well, this is what I do. I go to the airport, and I get out my special gift, and I get my bag of chips. And then when people come off the airplane, I ask them, 'Would you like to try my gift?' And they say, 'Sure.' So I give them some chips, and they eat it, and then I ask them, you want to buy a toothbrush?" I said, "Well, yeah, that seems like it works pretty good." He said, you want to try your special gift?" I said, "Sure, I'll try it. Why not? Make him happy." So Otis gets out of his backpack, he gets a special dip, and he gets his chips, and he scoops it up, and he says, "Okay, open you up." And I open up, and he clams the whole thing in my mouth, and I start to chew it up. Jeez, God damn, Otis, what the hell is that? Man, that stuff tastes like shit. He goes, "I ain't shit. You want to buy a toothbrush?" That's pretty funny. So, he always pulls shit like that. One time he'd come over and he'd say, "Guess what? I'm going to try out for the Special Olympics." "Oh, kick ass, Otis. Good for you, man. That's good. What event are you going to try?" He said, "I can't show you." And I said, "Yeah, sure." He said, "Okay." I woke up like 15 minutes later, and Otis was on his knees laughing and drooling his ass off. And he goes, "Boxing, asshole, what are you doing?" Yay! That's the silly right there. When my parents are actually here, by the way, and my mom asked me yesterday, or I guess it was today, we're getting school supplies for Jillian, and she said, "Are you going to do any jokes with me and him?" And I said, no, I don't do any jokes with you and him, Mom. I wouldn't do that." She got kind of sad, and she looked, and so for about the last 5 or 6 hours, I've been trying to rack my brain to come up with a joke so my mom doesn't feel left out. And the closest thing I can come up with is, she's got this little dog, and it's a puggle.
Puggle?
It's a puggle. It's a mix between a pug and a beagle. Thank you. I gotta write that down better. And she named it Benny. Well, that was his name after she adopted him. And Benny's not so much now, because Pop got sick of the little bastard running off, so he got him a little shock collar, so he gets close to the door, and Dad hits him, he jumps out, and he doesn't go anywhere, but she'll call me. She'll say, "Honey, Benny got out." And I said, "Okay, so I'll come running around." Now, I have no problem with my masculinity. I am very comfortable with all kinds of different people. It doesn't bother me. But me driving up and down every block yelling, "Benny! Benny!" She could have named him Roscoe or Rufus. Could have named him Puggle Rufus. And another thing about turning 40, I noticed, I know this is like way at the other end of the spectrum of everything, but I don't masturbate as much as I used to. Well, after 40 years, I mean, that ride gets old after a while. You can only put so many mental pictures in there before you run out eventually. And it's not so, I think it's just because I'm just too lazy. I don't feel like cleaning up the mess. Yeah, there's a stack of dishes at home that's waiting for me. There's like, yeah, it's bad. I'm pretty lazy. Yeah, my wife's here too. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta take her somewhere. You got a bigger laugh than I do. That's awesome. Proud participation. This is what I got. It's scribbles. I did Otis. Did Roscoe. Benny. Oh. I got 2 impersonations. Okay. I don't know how this first one's going to come off right. My daughter thinks it's hilarious. Of course, I tell her something else. This is an impersonation of my dog sitting outside the door of my wife for having sex. No? Okay. I tried. And then the next one I was going to do, but I was going to try to play along with it, and I can't play and sing at the same time. Do it. No, it's do it. Real quick. All right, one more time. Hold on, then I'll get out of here. I like biscuits. With a bit of mustard. All right, guys. Hey, I'm Russ Emery. Thanks for coming out. Stick around.